Hello, you're welcome to this lesson. In this video, we're going to learn how to find the mean and variance of discrete uniform random variable. Okay, so before that, let's look at what a discrete uniform random variable is. So a discrete uniform random variable, okay, is a random variable where all the possible outcomes of the random variable have what? Equal probabilities. Okay, so if the possible outcomes of the random variable has equal probabilities, then we term them as what? The discrete uniform random variable. Okay, so let's say that my random variable refers to the possible value that I can get after tossing after rolling a six-sided die. Okay, and then I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these are the possible values that I can get for x. Okay, so in a situation whereby all these values have equal probabilities, we term them as what? Uniform we term them as discrete uniform random variable. Okay, so x becomes a discrete uniform random variable in this case because all the outcomes are going to have what? Equal what? Probabilities. Okay, that's what this means. So in this case, if you consider x to be 1, you are going to have a probability to be 1 over 6. Okay, let's assume the die is a fair die and then they all have what? Equal probabilities. So you are going to have the probability of getting 1 to be 1 over 6, the probability of getting a 2 also to be 1 over 6. So they are all going to have what? Equal probabilities. Okay, so in this case, we term x as what? A discrete uniform random variable because all the possible values that it can have what? Has what? Equal probabilities. So that's what a discrete uniform random variable is. Okay, so let's look at how to find the variance. So suppose that x is a discrete uniform random variable, which means that all the possible outcomes have equal probabilities. Okay, so suppose that x is a discrete uniform random variable on the consecutive integers a plus 1, a plus 2, all the way to b. For a less than or equal to b, the mean of x is given as mu, which is equal to e of x. Then that's equal to b plus a over 2. And then the variance of x is given as sigma squared, which is equal to bracket open b minus a plus 1 squared minus 1 over what? 12. Okay, so let me explain this to you. So assuming you have x to be a discrete uniform random variable, okay, and then this variable can take on values between, okay, you can take on values from what? A to b, okay, where these values are positive integers. Okay, where these values are what? Positive integers. Then if you want to find the mean of x, you just have to what? Use this formula here. Okay, and then if you want to find the variance, you just have to what? Use this what? Formula here. So that's what the a plus 1, a plus 2 have to be means. Okay, it just looks at the possible integer value that you can have from what? A to b. Okay, so if you have x to be a discrete uniform random variable and then it has consecutive integers of this form, okay, where a is less than or equal to b, then you can use this formula to find the mean. You can use this formula to find the what? Variance. Okay, so let's look at this example that I have here. So when you are given the question, what you have to consider is finding your a and then finding what your b. The a is the first possible value that x can get, and then the b is the last possible value that x can get. Okay, so you have to target getting a and then b first. Okay, because all the other values are going to be integers within that range. Okay, so let's look at that. Okay, so the question says that let the random variable x denote the number of what? 48. Okay, let the random variable x denote the number of what? 48 voice lines that are used at what? A particular time. Assume that x is a discrete uniform random variable, okay, with a range of what? 0 to what? 48. Okay, so let the random variable x denote the number of 48 voice lines that are used at a particular time. Assume that x is a discrete uniform random variable within with a range of 0 to 48. Find the mean and then the variance. Okay, find the mean and then the variance. Okay, so one thing you have to notice is that the question says that what? X is a discrete uniform random variable. Okay, x is what? A discrete uniform random variable, and then it has a range of what? 0 to what? 48, right? So in this case, you can see that what our a will be the 0, and then the b will be equal to what? 48. So if you want to list the possible value of x, the possible values of x, then they are going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to what? 48. Okay, so those are going to be the possible values of what? X. Okay, so that's what the definition was saying. Okay, so if you have x to be a discrete uniform random variable, and then the possible values are of this form, and you're asked to find the mean, then you're going to have the mean to be equal to b plus a over what? 2. Okay, this is what it means. We know what our a is, we know what our b is, so we can just do the substitution to get our answer. Okay, so let's look at that. So in this case, you're going to have 48 because b is 48, and then a is what? 0. So 48 plus 0 over what? 2, right? So when we do this, you're going to get the mean to be equal to what? 24. Okay, that's it. All right. So if you are asked to find the mean, the variance also, then you're going to use what? This formula here. So let's look at that. You're going to have sigma squared, okay, to be equal to b minus a plus 1, okay, bracket close, all squared minus what? 1, all divided by what? 12. Okay, so you know what b and a are, so we are going to have 48, okay, minus 0 plus 1, all squared minus 1, all divided by what? 12. Okay, so when we do this, we are going to get this to be equal to what? 14.14. Okay, so that would be the variance. Okay, so now let's look at another example. Okay, so I have the question here, which is that let the random variable x have a discrete uniform distribution. Okay, so let's take note of this: discrete uniform distribution on the integers x greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to what? 99. Determine the mean and variance of what? X. So at this point, we can see that our a will be equal to 0, and then our b is equal to what? 99, and then the set of possible values of x are going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to what? 99. So those are the possible values that x can take, and then don't forget that they are all going to have what? Equal probabilities, because the question says that what? X is a what? It's a discrete uniform distribution, which means that all the possible values of x have what? Equal probabilities. Okay, so let's look at how you're going to find the mean and then the variance. Okay, so you're going to have the mean to be equal to b plus a, okay, over 12. Okay, sorry, b plus a over 2. Okay, so this should be equal to, you have b to be 99, and then a to be what? 0. So 99 plus 0 over what? 2. So let's see what you are going to get. So you're going to have 99 divided by 2, and then that will give us a value of 49.5. Okay, so that will be the mean. So let's find the variance. So for the variance also, we have it to be b minus a plus 1 squared, okay, minus 1, all divided by the 12. So now let's do the substitution. So you're going to have 99 minus 0 plus 1, all squared minus 1 divided by what? 12. Okay, so let's see what you're going to get. So you have 99 minus 0 plus 1, all squared minus 1 divided by what? 12. Okay, so at this point you're going to get 8. You're going to get 833.25 to be the variance. So that's all for this video.